Well, I spent most of my summers on Northland beaches. I never came across $500 million of meth while I was up there. A little bit of sun, maybe some coconut oil, but not 448 kilograms of methamphetamine, which was found over the weekend. Police investigating the seizure of the drugs, which have an estimated street value of $494 million, have revealed that those involved in bringing the massive amount of methamphetamine ashore had to make several attempts. Now, I know, Lisa, you think this is somewhat hilarious.
I find it hilarious. I mean, they're not only incredibly incompetent, it's just they even left the GPS locations of where the rest of the hidden meth was in the camper van they were driving around with $500 million worth of methamphetamine in it. It's not Breaking Bad here, people. It's pretty funny.
But do we believe it? I'm almost sceptical this is true. This has been developed by some sort of part of the tourism department or something, because it makes New Zealand look quite interesting
and it's
exciting.
Great. And dobbed in up in Northland where there is a lot of crime. You know, they're snooping on the meth dealers and then busting them. It's brilliant.
The reports did say that the locals weren't surprised that their piece of paradise had been used as a
gateway. Because it happens all the time.
Maybe because they know, they have intimate knowledge of it all happening. It does seem a bit ridiculous, but there's an interesting element to this, I think, where the police are like, they actually said we did a little dance, a few hoots and hollers, I think is what they said.
Yeah.
So they did a little dance in my mind, and everyone seems to be celebrating this. But I just wonder, when a criminal is arrested by a police officer for committing whatever crime, chances are he's done that 50 times before.
Wow, and what does it say about our coastline? I mean, is it just the most open border in the world? Is this happening more than we think?
But I think that's the point. I think this, to me, is a huge concern. You know, $500 million worth of drugs coming into the country. I would be surprised if it was the first time, and I would be surprised if it was potentially the first time that week, but it certainly won't be the last time. So there's actually another level of this conversation which I think points to the serious nature. After the celebrating, not to be a curmudgeon and say, let's celebrate, but now go, actually, we've got a pretty serious problem here. And the one local police officer that roams up and down 90 Mile Beach, I'm saying one because I'm randomly picking a number, every third day.
Yeah.
But this is a serious industry. I didn't realise there was so much money involved. $500 million.
That's amazing.
And what's the government going to do with this meth? I mean,
and how do you destroy it? You can't flush it down the toilet.
No,
well,
but maybe they could be using it somewhere. I don't know. They're just about into surplus with the government budget. Maybe. I mean, how can this be used?
It'll be part of the $3 billion tax. Maybe it's now $3.5 billion of tax cuts next year.
That's right. I mean, maybe it can be used in our med schools. Maybe it can be re-exported somewhere else.
And make the happiest lab rats in the world.
Yes, exactly.